Hello everyone, I am the designer, maker and everything in between here at Cherry and Mint. I think my brand identity is more defined by the textile designs I create for my clothing brand more than anything else. When I first started, I was still figuring out my personal art style. So the brand identity has evolved a lot since then. Although the concept was always the same, experimenting in order to find my art style has helped me to develop a more cohesive identity for my brand and my clothing collections. Last year, after 4 years of running this business, I finally rebranded my logo to be more fun, colorful, and to match the brand. Sometimes I see people being afraid to create their own brand without having a clear path or business plan. And my tip is that you don't have to have everything figured out before you begin. This is a huge learning curve, and everything will fall into place through your journey as long as you begin somewhere.
Hi, my name is Graham. I run a flower studio called Bloom and Burn in North London. I took the cues for my brand identity from my own business. The business changes all the time. Some days I'm doing bouquet deliveries, other times it's workshops, and sometimes it's styling jobs. So with my graphic designer, Chris Clark, we came up with something that would work for all of those things. We settled on a series of motifs, kind of 6 or 7 different designs, and then just one typography option. And that's the kind of consistent bit, is the kind of brand name and the logo. And the rest of it, the kind of graphics and the illustrations, they can kind of be interchangeable. They all work together, but equally all work separately. I'm a person that gets bored quite easily, so for me, if I'm doing another run of stickers from No Issue, I might like to switch out the design so I can have a different one than the last time, but it still works and looks cohesive within the kind of branding and the bigger kind of world of Bloom and Burn that I want to create.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm the founder of UK sock brand Soco. At Soco, we are on a mission to extend the active life of clothing by reteaching the lost art of darning. This is why each pair of our socks comes with a needle and thread, and why we teach online darning workshops and provide kits. I have a background in graphic design and branding, so recognise the importance of building a strong brand identity in parallel with building a successful brand. I collaborated with Liam at Studio Mould to work up some initial sketches into 3 different visual routes. We drew inspiration from the iconic wool mark logo to produce a monotone mark that could be easily drawn. We went with the egg shape for our brand mark, which represents the cycle of a circular product, is differentiating, and is a literal connection to our darning eggs. Liam really hit the mark in terms of simplicity, both for the brand mark, colours and typography, and it gives us a clear guide to deliver it across both our physical and digital platforms.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanya Lopez and I'm founder of Kokira Chef. How did I create my brand identity? I created my brand identity out of love for Spanish food, love for organic, cultural, traditional food, and try my best to keep it alive, because a lot of our traditional foods are really dying out, so keeping them alive in a very interesting way. So I created this amazing little characters you can see here, and the slogan is "Make food your passport," because if you eat food from other countries, you feel like you're actually in that country. So one of my best classes are A Taste of Spain. And this is how I created my wonderful box with some great things in it. And we have a lot of cool stuff. And by the way, this is tissue from No Issue. And beautiful tissue paper. So we have the spoon here, we have the products, we have the paella rice here, and we also have the pan. So all part of having an amazing experience. So basically just shipping out the ingredients that a person needs to just have that Spanish experience at home. And I also teach how to make paella in a very simple form, still keeping the traditional taste. And that is why I came up with my brand identity, because I love to just teach people how wonderful food from other countries can be and how food can be your passport. Ciao.
Hey, I'm Alana. I'm an illustrator and graphic designer from Northern Ireland. Brand identity is a tricky one, I think, simply because it's just not that straightforward, particularly at the start of your career when you're maybe just finding your feet as a creative. I know in the beginning I'd see other artists work and think like, wow, they've really nailed their brand message, or their style is amazing. And from there I'd be inspired to create something which was almost similar. But I don't think that ever really works. I think the more that you can distance yourself from doing that and just start creating work that you really enjoy in whichever medium it is, then your brand identity kind of just falls in line with that, and it happens almost naturally. I know that was the case with me. I think I had a brand identity long before I realised I did, and that was simply just from creating work that I really enjoyed doing for myself personally.
Hi everyone, my name is Claudia and I'm the artist behind The Forest Mori. I think I was able to create my brand identity not only because I'm able to create artwork that people can relate to, but also because I give people a great shopping experience. I work very hard to create packaging that is unique and sustainable so that every time people open up their orders, there is always an element of surprise and it almost feels like Christmas. People would revisit my brand for that shopping experience, and No Issue helps me achieve that so easily and in an environmentally friendly way. So yeah, I think packaging plays a huge part in me building my brand identity.